Have you ever wondered why you're here? Before anything existed, God was already there. From the void, He brought forth everything, speaking it all into existence. And then came His greatest creation, humanity, crafted in His image and likeness, designed to reflect His nature and live in close relationship with Him. But that wasn't all. He didn't just create us to exist. He gave us a purpose. Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Genesis 1 verse 28. Let's dive into the story of how it all began. The creation story. Before creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis 1 verse 1. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered everything, and the Spirit of God hovered over the waters. The Gospel of John provides a New Testament perspective. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through Him, and without Him nothing was made that was made. John 1 verses 1 to 3. The creation story, as told in the book of Genesis, marks the beginning of God's relationship with the world. It not only reveals the origins of the universe but also lays the foundation for understanding God's power, purpose, and His connection to all of creation. The 6 days of creation, Genesis 1 verses 3 to 31. The creation story unfolds over 6 days, where God speaks each part of creation into existence. Each day, God examines His work and saw it was good. Day 1. Light and darkness. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. So the evening and the morning were the first day. Day 2. Firmament and waters. Genesis 1 verses 6 to 8. Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God called the firmament heaven. So the evening and the morning were the second day. Day 3. Land, seas, and vegetation. Genesis 1 verses 9 to 13. Then God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters He called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth." And it was so. So the evening and the morning were the third day. Day 4. Sun, moon, and stars. Genesis 1 verses 14 to 19. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth." And it was so. Then God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. God created the sun to rule the day and the moon and stars to rule the night. So the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Day 5. Sea creatures and birds. Genesis 1 verses 20 to 23. Then God said, "Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens." So God created the great sea creatures and every living thing in the water. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." So the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Day 6. Land animals and humans. Genesis 1 verses 24 to 31. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth a living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping thing and beast of the earth, each according to its kind." And it was so. And He made livestock, wild animals, creatures that crawl on the ground, each after its own kind. And God created humans, His most special creation. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in His own image. In the image of God He created him, male and female He created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." Then God saw everything that He had made, and indeed it was very good. So the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Day 7. God rested. Genesis 2 verses 1 to 3. The heavens and the earth, complete. Every star, every ocean, every living creature, formed by his perfect design. And then, God rested. Thus the heavens and the earth, and all the host of them, were finished. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because in it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. The formation of man. From the dust of the earth, he formed a being, unlike any other. And with a breath, God gave him life. Then the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Genesis 2 verse 7. Adam, the first of his kind. The Garden of Eden. God placed Adam in a beautiful rich garden, a sanctuary of beauty, abundance, and peace, the Garden of Eden, filled with trees, rivers, and every kind of fruit-bearing plant. The Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he put the man he had formed. Genesis 2 verse 8. Here, Adam walked in perfect harmony with creation, surrounded by life, yet something was missing. A companion for Adam. God brought all the animals to Adam to see what he would name them, but none were a suitable companion. God saw that Adam was alone and said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Genesis 2 verse 18. So God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. While he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and then closed up the place with flesh. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. Genesis 2 verses 21 to 22. Adam awoke and saw her, and said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man." Genesis 2 verse 23. The first woman, Eve, was created, a helpmate for Adam. The purpose of creation. So, why does it all matter? The creation story is not just about how the world began, it is about why we were created. In his image. For his purpose. To steward creation. To walk in relationship with him. You are not an accident. You are part of his design. And above all, our lives, every breath, every step, should bring him glory. That is the heartbeat of our existence. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep gaining insights from the Word.